Hey everybody, I just took a trip into the country to buy these bales for a garden project this spring. I'm sure I'll make a video about it. And it is gorgeous out here. But I didn't plan on filming today, so I didn't bring a tripod for my phone. So I'm gonna set my phone against these bales. It might get a little noisy here, and we'll see if I can film that way. I realize I could just turn the video off, but I kinda like to film all in one shot without a bunch of cuts. So this might get a little noisy here. Let's try that. Oh, hopefully it works. And I feel like I'm in the way of this beautiful valley, and it's all frosty. I love it. So we'll try this. It's February. When I think of February like the month of love or romance, I guess because of Valentine's Day. So I want to talk something about that, relationships and affection, but mostly touch actually, and how touch, impacts relationships. And I want to start with a video. It's below. I've asked you a couple times to pause things. I really hope you pause my video or just click the link below. You gotta watch this video first. It's a YouTube clip. It's old. It's a little bit disturbing because there's some scientists doing some experiments on some monkeys. I actually hope that it's illegal today to do anything like that, but we can learn from the video. So if you would just stop this, click that link, because I'm about to spoil the whole thing. So if you want to click and watch that, and then we'll continue on. So what did you guys think? I mean, I know it was a little disturbing and weird, but we can learn from it. And so you picture this baby monkey, and it has this opportunity to go to two mothers, and one has food and it's wire, and one's soft and it's cloth. And the baby goes and gets its food, but then I think the doctor says it spends 18 hours on the cloth mother. I mean, it's weird because they're the same size, same shape. It's just, and one offers food, it's just the baby wants touch. But I mean, not just touch, it has to be soft contact with the cloth mother is what the baby wanted. And then in the next scene, they bring in the machine, and the guy calls it a diabolical machine. It's scary. And so the baby does not run to the wire. The baby monkey runs to the cloth mother, and it puts as much of its body on the soft cloth, and it seems to build up a reservoir of something. A reservoir of courage or love or security, and then the baby starts to threaten that machine. And then in the last one, it's in this room full of new things, and there's a wire mother in there, right? It does nothing. It doesn't help the baby at all. It's just still afraid and curled up, but they put the cloth mother in, the baby runs over and just connects with that mother and gets full of something, and then is able to go and explore. And yeah, they're making a connection between baby monkeys and humans, and you can go on Google and read about it. Type in babies and touch, and you'll read articles about how babies need touch for immune system and health and connection and all kinds of things. And so it makes sense that babies need touch. But the question is, when do we stop needing it? At what age do we suddenly not need to have any more touch? And is it different for everybody? Maybe there's a certain number, and it's different for every single person that we suddenly stop needing to have that kind of touch. Or maybe it's a gender thing, right? Typically think men don't need touch or they don't need affection. Is that true? And at what age? And is it true for women, and at what age? Or is it not true, right? Maybe we just always need touch. And I mean, I'm not just talking about dying, even though you can read about that online. You can read about children, if they don't have touch, that it can lead to death. I mean, if suddenly I stop having touch, I'm not just gonna suddenly die, but we're talking about happiness and long life and security and all those things. And maybe even health, right? Don't you think that we're always gonna need that? I mean, I worked in a care home with elderly people, and it was my job to physically care for them. I was a nurse's aide, and yeah, they wanted physical care, but they wanted more. They wanted an emotional connection. They wanted to look you in the face, and they wanted to touch. They would tell me stories and just about home and the past, and by the end of the story, we were holding hands. We weren't holding hands at the start. They just were reaching out and wanted to touch, and walking down the hall, they want to hold on to you at least like this, or arm in arm or more. And it wasn't just for balance, although it was for balance. They wanted friendship and security and connection. They wanted touch. It was very, very important for them. And so I think we're always going to need that. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter what gender you are, we're going to need touch. And I'm not just talking about at home, at work. I just hope we don't give up on this idea of physical contact with other humans. Handshakes, fist bumps, man hugs, whatever you want to call it. Just you can't just have a relationship without touch, you know? Right now I could contact any of you and you're all over the world with my phone, but put my phone up to my face, it's cold. I think I need physical warm contact with other people. So that's the encouragement for this week to don't forget, you know, touch. And I think the benefits when I touch somebody comes right back to me. Even though I started it, maybe it's going to come right back to me. So with kids and people you love and parents and even people at work, and don't forget to connect and contact in a physical way. Touch someone. Sounds weird, but you got to do it. Okay, that's all there for this week. I just hope you enjoy a little bit of the outdoors as well. Man, this is great. We'll talk to you guys again soon.